National Assembly Speaker Thoko Didiza says everything is in place for tomorrow's joint sitting of Parliament. President Cyril Ramaphosa will deliver an opening address using it to outline his administration's plans for the next 5 years. Didiza says there are some changes to how the proceedings would ordinarily unfold.
We wish to highlight that following the adoption of new joint rules of Parliament in November 2023, we now make a clear distinction between the opening of Parliament address and the State of the Nation address, which is SONA. The opening of Parliament address serves as a pivotal platform for the President to articulate the administration, comprehensive plans and long-term vision for the upcoming 5-year term. This landmark event not only outlines the government's strategic objectives and policy priorities, but also officially inaugurates the new parliamentary term. It symbolizes the continuity of democratic governance and sets the stage for legislative and executive collaboration in addressing national challenges and pursuing the country's developmental goals.
Newzroom Africa's Juniour Khumalo attended the briefing and joins me now live from Cape Town. Juniour, very good afternoon to you. It's quite interesting that there are some changes. Among those changes, the National Assembly Speaker Thoko Didiza says there's now a distinction between the opening of Parliament address and the State of the Nation address. Please tell us what's the difference between the two this time.
Indeed, Masa, she was very specific that there is a difference between the two. The opening of Parliament address is basically the President outlining the vision of the government. This time around, it's a government of national unity. Before, it would have been the policies of the ANC that were detailed by the President so that the South Africans know what plan of action the party is trying to take over the next 5 years. So this time around, it's a government of national unity. About 10 parties have come together. Basically, all of them looked at their policies, seen what form of agreements they can come to in terms of which policies they would want to implement together. So this is definitely what the President is going to outline tomorrow, the joint policies of all of these parties and how they seek to make sure that they apply them over the next 5 years. Whereas the State of the Nation address is basically when the governing party has already done some work and the President is giving an update on how far that work that has been done has been proceeding. So that is the distinction that was outlined by the Speaker when she briefed the media earlier today, Masa.
Yeah, and we also heard earlier the DA leader John Steenhuisen giving a slight sneak peek preview about what's going to take place tomorrow, saying that, Gwen Ramaphosa actually did a stellar job to put together the different manifestos of the different GNU partners to try and merge it together to make sure that on a policy point of view that people are on the same page. But the Speaker also spoke about changes to some of the rules in Parliament. Please tell us a little bit about that.
Indeed, she did highlight that there have been some changes when it comes to the rules. And in particular, it's around political parties who try and disrupt the proceedings. So some of the changes there allows the Speaker basically to throw these individuals out. We saw the EFF actually going to court and trying to challenge some of the decisions that were taken by the Speaker last year. And the EFF actually lost that case. So now the Speaker basically has those powers actually to chase those individuals out of Parliament should they try and disrupt these proceedings. But we did hear the EFF indicate this year that they are not going to try and disrupt proceedings, but they are going to be robust in how they approach these parliamentary sittings. So we don't expect that. Also, Umkhonto weSizwe Party, who are the newcomers when it comes to this new administration, did indicate during the budget votes that we covered last week that they were trying to basically engage in a robust manner, but not trying to be disruptive. So we don't expect any disruptions when it comes to tomorrow's sittings. The President is expected to give that address at around 7 p.m. But the Speaker did say that should there be any party that tries to disrupt these proceedings, there are measures that have been put in place to ensure that that does not happen, Masa.
Yeah, for now, Juniour, it shows that all indications reflect that it should be a smooth sitting over there. So thank you so much for that report.